Hi, everybody, and welcome to Of Dice and Dens presents A Fistful of Dice, a Deadlands Weird West adventure. I am Jeff, the Marshal, and with me, as always, is... let's go with the big room in Boise first.
The big room?
Yeah. You
I
two.
think technically Kimberly's in a bigger room than us.
Probably. Okay, yeah, so I'll go. I'm Kimberly. I play Alice Taylor, a legitimate businesswoman.
She likes making making houses in The Sims, long walks on Sim Beach.
I'm Dan. I play Bartholomew Champsworth of the Atlanta Champsworth, related to the Salt Lake Champsworth.
Oh my god.
And I have traveled out here with my cousin Horace Hohenbaum.
Hohenbaum.
What now?
Hohenbaum.
Hohenbaum.
Hohenbaum. Hohenbaum.
Okay, Hohenbaum.
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 Say it a few more times.
For those of you listening far in the future, this is a time of quarantine and insanity.
Right,
I haven't talked to people other than my mother in a very long time.
My name is Ari, and I'm playing Franck Verneau. And it's really funny because
Of the French-Mexican Verneaus.
Well, that's the thing. I don't even know if she has a family. Like, she might have just come up with that on her own. But I'm learning Spanish during quarantine, and there are times when I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna end up going into French Spanish. Also, we were watching The Boys on Amazon, and my accent is not much worse than Frenchie's accent. Thank you very much.
Fair.
And in the other one in Washington?
And in the left corner. Hey, I'm Josh, and I play Percy Clemens, also known as Clem, a deserter from the Confederate Army, or, just a deserter from possibly multiple branches of multiple services.
Just a deserter.
Just looking for that right fit and didn't find it there,
Turns out what it is he's actually looking for ice cream. He's a deserter.
I get it.
He's just looking for some friends.
He's looking for love in all the wrong places. Okay, who wants the white chip this week?
I think it's me, because everyone else has probably already forgotten everything they did.
Okay.
Nope. I remember.
No.
Oh no, I'm earning the white. Well.
Okay, go ahead.
Kimberly, no, please. I just want to steal this crown from Dan. So.
Okay. I know we got on the we all got on their ship and went out into the desert, and I had a knife, so the guy was like, "You're gonna be over here," and we got our cutting crews to cut things.
Nailed it. Doing good so far.
And we did harpoon a worm, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I remember.
That was amazing.
And then the alternative worm hunting company came in with gliders, dropping dynamite, because they hunt by dropping dynamite in their mouths.
That's right. And you, Josh shot him out of the sky, or Dan did?
We both did. I shot one right near the end. Nice. When I finally got a shot off, I actually hit somebody. Yep, we took them all out. And then we got... Did we finish with the worm? I think we did finish with the worm. I don't remember.
I finished with the robot, because that's a classier move. Dance move, I mean.
Josh, sometimes you remind me of Fry.
The worm I think broke loose right at the end. If
Oh,
not,
you're right. It did. They dropped a piece of dynamite on the rope.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
those gliding fuckers
Some bitches.
that ruined it.
That's right.
Yep.
Nope, you're right. Yeah,
Ah.
we didn't get the worm.
When you're right, you're right. That's okay. There'll be more time.
And
Maybe
to
that-
be just some precise stuff, some shop talk. We're with Captain Stubbs and first mate Faulkner, and we're assigned to Connor's cutting crew.
That's
That's
right.
right.
And then I was working. My other job is in the med bay or sick bay or infirmary or whatever.
Yes.
And I'm hanging out with the purser, Fat Ernest, who is not as good with his money as he says he is.
And
They were doing a poker
cleaned
game.
the shit out of the ship's decks.
Yes, he did.
Shit deck.
Between all three of you, you were able to get the story together. I am awarding you all one white chip.
Woo!
Oh, woo.
Having barely survived the altercation with Crazy Pete and his glider gang, our posse has to assess their situation. Will the ship be able to continue on its way? Find out now on ODND Presents A Fistful of Dice.
So it has now been mere minutes since you drove off the last of the sky raiding worm hunters, and you are aboard the Logan. Jordan, I put you on the Jordan.
Yeah,
So
sounds right.
yeah. So
They all just sound
your ship.
like Gen X mothers' kid names. Skylar! Jordan! Get over here!
I didn't actually make them up though.
I'm
so-
just saying, though.
Yeah, kind. Yeah,
The whitest
USS
ships you know.
The USS Summer.
So, anywho's it's you. What are you guys gonna do?
Well, the worm got away?
Yes,
Damn
the
it.
worm has gotten away.
Searching. I'm gonna use my searching skills with a telescope. What is my searching? Oh,
I go over to the captain and I'm like, so what is the usual process when a worm gets away?
Are you asking Stubbs or Faulkner?
I'm going to the captain because I go to the guy who is at least acknowledged to be the boss, whether or not
he thinks he's on the same.
he's in charge.
He thinks he's on the same level.
It's all about presentation. I know how this works.
So, Stubbs brings up his whiskey bottle and takes a long pull, longer than
Necessary.
Me
any
too.
normal man should have to do, and is like, "Well, I don't know."
Have you never lost one before?
Mr. Faulkner, what do we do?
Oh goodness.
And Faulkner's just kind of like rolls his eyes, and he turns to the bosun and is like, "All right, prepare to make way. Everybody, let's do a damage report. Let's see how bad this ship is." And lots of little sailors go scurrying all about the place, trying to find, do a damage assessment on the ship and figure out what has actually happened.
Are we moving right now, or are we still?
No, you are at a complete
Okay, so
stop.
once we get going in, remind me what I need to roll.
Can I still
Roll for
use
your
my
constitution.
surgeon skill for ship damage?
Me
Okay.
too.
Okay.
Was anybody injured?
Yeah, there's some shrapnel.
Okay, so I'll help out at the.
17.
9.
Oh, you know the thing.
The thing. The med bay. So, Franck, you had 17. So, you get pulled in, since you were helping with the harpoon, you get pulled into helping untangle the lines around the harpoon gun and coiling everything up and you know, reloading the steam piston and all of that.
Okay.
And then Clem, you rolled a 9. The spot of deck that you had so feverishly polished needs polishing.
Oh, dang.
In fact, there's actually a hole where the spot of highly polished deck was.
Oh, that'll never scuff out.
I roll my knowledge to see how likely it is he'll be able to buff that hole.
Okay.
Well, that'll buff out.
I use a spirit check to see how.
That's a 9.
Oh yeah, it's not coming.
It's not coming out.
Bastard.
So after about... Oh no, I'm not going to make you guys wait that long.
14 years.
That's about how long it took to get to recording today.
Fair enough.
After 2 hours, the bosun comes and grabs Faulkner and pulls him down.
Hot.
He's like, and they have very
Vigorous.
tender moment.
Yay.
No, the bosun's like, sir, we can get underway with wind, but the engine, well, the engine's busted, sir. Even if we were able to find a worm, we couldn't throw her in reverse. We couldn't haul it in. And Stubbs takes another big pull of his whiskey and throws the bottle on the ground and storms off.
I turn to
shouting
Clem
over-
and say, you missed a spot.
It was like,
What?
get this ship working, Mr. Faulkner. I want to get the next worm we see and drag it in. And so Faulkner turns back to you 4. And was like, okay,
Not any tinkering, but
there is a town. If our coordinates are correct and my understanding of where we're at is correct, there is a town just about 4 knots north of here. I want you to take one of the steam cars, drive there.
Isn't a knot the speed?
Yeah.
So how?
Yeah.
No, it's a nautical mile.
Oh, okay. I was like, are we doing the Kessler run somehow? But
Right.
wrong.
It's like a reverse Kessler run, actually.
Yeah.
So when somebody says, "Oh, we're going 40 knots," they mean you're going 40 nautical miles an
Oh,
hour.
I didn't know that. Okay,
Which is
Yeah.
more accurate than real miles.
you're
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Kimberly was about to Kimberly it.
actually,
Actually,
And for people who are interested, a 1 nautical mile is about 1.15 regular miles. So, there you go.
Because
How
it takes into the curvature of it takes the factor of the curvature of the Earth into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, you guys are nerds. Sorry.
I'm gonna roll to see if I knew that.
You did not.
Okay.
No,
My
I
knowledge
have.
is 3D4. I know nothing.
I put all my.
I was
details.
scared Jeff was going to ask us to fix the engine. I was like, oh, no.
Well, I have 48.
I have a 5 in my knowledge. Do I know what a nautical mile is?
Just a 5. No dice or anything.
You know
Just-
what Jeff just told you.
I have crayon
Yes.
in the knowledge.
You know that a nautical mile is slightly longer than a regular mile.
Okay. Well, that's a good piece of knowledge to have.
Was it Faulkner who told us to go do this?
Yes.
So it's probably a good idea to do.
Yeah.
So,
I have a 2 in driving.
yeah.
I don't have anything.
I'm just
Not
saying
that kind of driving.
No, it is.
No, it's probably driving a Teamster would be that. Huh.
This is
So-
for driving a vehicle. That's why I chose it. I wanted to be able to drive a vehicle.
Well, Mr.
Yeah.
Faulkner, this will not be a problem.
Not.
You will have to forgive my ever-changing affectation, as it does change from time to time as I travel throughout this crazy dusty land.
So, Faulkner gives Frank a map that shows their location and the location of
mapping is.
and the location of San Afrida,
I'm sorry.
Which-
Santa Frida, more like.
Jesus.
Y'all are.
which is, northwest of your current position.
Okay.
And he says, okay, if I want you to go there,
Okay.
find the parts that the bosun's going to give you a list of the parts we need to fix the engine. You're going to go right there.
Okay.
You're going to get the parts, and you're going to come right back.
I don't know why we
Yeah.
why we wouldn't. What is so interesting in Santa Frida we'd want to dilly dally?
Bartholomew
Boy.
does need to wash his hands quite frequently. We'll try to cut down on that.
Boy,
I need to social distance.
there are dance halls with dancing in Santa Frida.
Oh, I see. And you're from a town very similar to that of the. Have you ever heard of that silent picture that we don't have yet called Dirty Dancing?
Dirty Dancing Footloose.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I don't even know what a moving picture is. So. I'm just wondering.
Oh,
It was non sequitur.
okay. Roll.
You don't get to
roll
drive
an-
anymore.
Roll an actual knowledge check.
No, like
Just
Daniel
general.
Gomler knowledge check.
Yeah.
Yeah, he failed.
8. I got 2 1s
Okay.
and an 8.
All of us, or just Bartholomew?
Just Dan.
Just Bartholomew.
Not even
Bartholomew
Just Dan.
is smart enough to realize that when a
Pretty girl.
good Mormon says dance hall, he means brothel.
Oh.
Oh, he means ladies of the night, folks. He does not actually mean like dancing. I misunderstood. I apologize, sir. I did not understand that you meant whores.
The little vein on Faulkner's forehead starts pulsating.
Well, I can
Bartholomew-
promise you that I have no interest in partaking in whores. I don't need to. I don't know about this gentleman or these ladies, but I personally will not dilly-dally in a house of ill repute.
Bartholomew, could you explain a little further? Because the last dance hall I was in was filled with creatures of the night. It was a rather unpleasant experience. They were creepy, crawly, undead kind of folk.
What he means is that you go to this place, and in exchange for, say, some form of currency or trade, they will then allow you to place yourself inside of themselves.
I don't know if the Hallowed can actually blush, but Clem's pale face does seem a little rosy-cheeked, and he, and kind of looks away. Like,
Oh, Clem.
who gets the keys?
Who does anyone else have driving?
I have been the best deckhand, despite not having driving. I'm just saying.
I do not.
It's Faulkner's choice.
I have experience in driving motor vehicles such as that.
He lets out a heavy sigh and waves over.
Now,
Connor.
I told you I will not tarry in a house of ill repute, so I will ensure that the others also do not dilly-dally in town. As I do have keys now.
He holds out his hand. He listens to Bartholomew, and he just kind of stares at him for a moment, and he looks to Allie and goes, "He doesn't shut up, does he?"
No.
All right. And he holds out his hand to Connor, and who you'll recall is the head of your cutting crew. And Connor hands him over some keys, and then Faulkner hands it over to Bartholomew and says, "You'll take the cutting truck with you. It's fueled on gas rock or ghost rock. You've got plenty to get there and back. Do you require anything else?"
Well, I do have my gun. I feel like maybe we should take my cousin along with us just to ensure that he is able to help because, frankly, he's a better shot than I am.
So that someone actually shoots something?
I got an extra quickness. Go fuck
That was for all of us. That was not character. That was...
About that time, the door to the captain's office swings open, and Horace comes, half falling, half running, tumbling out.
Oh dear, should we be worried?
Probably.
And kind of bounces up next to Faulkner and kind of looks at him and says, "The captain is requesting more whiskey be brought to his room." And Faulkner's like, "Yes, take your cousin, go. Get me my part."
All right. Well, thank you, sir. Which way is the truck? How is it like left rafts? Like, do you have to drop it down into the sand? How does this work?
He rolls his eyes and points to the rear of the ship, the stern.
I wrote that down, so I knew that.
So I'm just going to make some leaps in logic here.
Oh dear.
As you guys walk towards the stern of the ship, you see where in a normal boat, or ship, there would be lifeboats.
Mm-hmm.
Only these have been replaced with they look like little rowboats that have room for probably 12 to 15 able-bodied seamen.
Okay.
Not gonna say anything.
and
First.
wheels and a small ghost rock fired engine and a kind of podium at the back for whoever's driving the thing to sit. stand and, access to the throttle and the steering wheel. And it looks like if you took a rowboat and a car and you took the body off the car and put a rowboat on top of it, that's what it looks like.
Okay.
So are we Jawas now? Is that what's
Yes.
going on?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
A jub.
No, wait.
Houdini!
Houdini! That's what I wanted. Kirk.
Yeah, I hopped
That's red versus
right
blue.
on
Yeah.
in.
All right. I get to the wheel.
Are we entrusting Bartholomew with the list as well? Like,
I wouldn't. No, actually,
Yeah.
that's literally my job.
I mean, I've been carrying
Literally
a
my
stick
job-
of dynamite this whole time, and it hasn't blown up. So just tossing that.
Literally,
out
my job is to keep track of the ship's inventory.
there. All right, fair point.
True. So Bartholomew
I've got one
has
job on this ship. It's stupid.
Bartholomew has the list and the keys. Frank has the map. Allie
That seems
has her.
appropriate.
Yeah. Allie has her medical bag.
Mhm.
I'm assuming,
It's
Always.
yeah.
and you are all loaded to the gills, right?
Well,
You all-
and Clem's got the soul. That's
Loaded as in like inebriated.
Yes.
Marshall. I cannot get inebriated no more.
I meant inebriated. Or no, I meant loaded. I meant loaded as in you've got all the gear you want to take.
Oh.
Yeah, everything that we usually have.
Being
is
drunk
what
Yeah.
is just a bonus.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have
Okay.
a key to the bank, a bushel of apples, a gold watch, a horse, some playing cards, a holster, a gun
Give
belt,
me an
a whip.
I was gonna say, did you really bring your
Welcome.
bushel of apples
S'il vous
with you?
I didn't want to get scurvy. I don't understand how it works.
How long are those? What's the life on those? What's expiration wise? Roll. No.
I mean, they'll probably shrivel a little bit in the heat, but otherwise, I'm sure they last at least a week.
A couple of weeks, maybe a month, and then you can turn them into cider, and after that, year or two probably.
All right, see, we got a plan. All right, is everyone on board? Make sure you buckle up. I'm just joking. We don't know what seatbelts are yet.
And if we
There's
did,
no
we
road
wouldn't
meeting.
use them. That's
So
not
I do a
for
little-
another 50 years.
I do a little hand symbol, say, drop us down, or however this works.
Yep, and you get
Drop down.
lowered down, nice and slow, and when the wheels touch ground, well, not really nice and slow. These guys are used to doing it in a hurry to get out there to start cutting worms apart, but they do it pretty quickly. The lines are cast off. You coil up some rope and start her up, and away you go.
Start it up. Give it all you got.
So now, Bartholomew.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you make a drive-in roll.
I have driving. That's why I commented on that.
I know, but I'm still going to make you
All
make a
right,
drive-in roll.
2d6. Here we go.
Ooh, we aced.
Woo.
9.
Oh wow, that was the number I was thinking.
Oh, shit.
So you can, because it's the salt flat, you can crank her up to full speed, which is about 20 miles an hour, and head off into the distance.
How fast can a horse run? Because, I feel like 20 miles an hour feels Well, I guess we were on train. Never mind. I was gonna be like, "Oh, it's too fast."
Well,
But it's probably fine. We were on the train.
actually, you're probably right because I think trains go 10 miles an hour.
I mean, even then, we're encased in like
No,
a box cart, right?
I thought it was more like 50.
Yeah, trains. I mean, not to get us too bogged down in the details for a bit.
Well, because I remember they were like, "Oh, trains aren't good because delicate women's bodies can't travel that fast.
That's true.
Their uteruses will fall out."
Well, it's for your own good, honey.
Oh, dang. Maximum running speed for horses? 55 miles per hour.
Damn,
I rescind
dude.
the bit. We're solid. This is probably a little slower than what.
I only ride really sick horses.
I only ride them 55
Yeah.
horsepower.
Ride 55.
I know it's in here somewhere, but I'm not going to waste much more time figuring it out. You are going, we'll split the difference and say 15 miles an hour.
Thanks for listening to episode 10 of ODND Presents A Fistful of Dice. I'll be your DJ, I guess, today because Jeff had to send his computer in for repair. Sorry you don't get to enjoy his beautiful baritone. I'm enjoying the dynamic between Captain Stubbs, Faulkner, and the players in this game right now. It's very interesting. I'm not sure why Faulkner puts up with any of us, other than that it helps the plot keep moving. So, yeah. We had some technical difficulties while recording this episode. We're all remote, and I feel like a lot of services are getting a little bit overloaded more than, usual. So our services that we normally use to talk to each other and record were choking out. So we had to swap between software, and then there were some time limitations on some of that software. You might know what I mean. So we spent about 3 hours recording, and I got about an hour worth of episodes. So I hope you appreciate all the effort we put in. And now I'm going to toss it over to past Jeff for the credits. But please be safe out there, guys. We're close to getting to the other end of that curve. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. Thank you.
OD&D Presents is a companion podcast of Dice and Den. Both can be found at odndpodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter at ODNDpod. Find us on Facebook at ODND Podcast, or email us at odndpod@gmail.com. ODND and ODND Presents are part of the Stolen Dress podcast network. Find them at stolendress.com, where you can find some of their other shows, including Comedy on Vital, where guests are interviewed about some of their favorite comedy records. Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour, where they talk about comedy they did as kids and shoot the shit. What's New With You, Scooby-Doo, which is a episode by episode evaluation of the Scooby-Doo cartoon show. Professional Bluer, a new one by Jay, where he interviews folks about the extra work they did and many more. Deadlands is a product of Pinnacle Entertainment. The theme song is All Good in the Wood by Audionautics, used under Creative Commons Attributions license. Somebody roll a d4.
I'll do it. 4.
Okay. You managed to go 10 miles without incident.
Okay. Oh, wait.
It's more than we even do usually.
The fastest steam locomotive was the A4 Mallard and could reach 125 or 126 miles per hour.
Jesus.
Damn. Yeah, my
Okay.
uterus would fall out.
Sure.
Out
Mine
of
too.
excitement.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say my uterus is falling out.
Let's see. Civil War era trains could run at speeds up to 60 miles an hour if the track was well maintained and the line was well funded.
Okay.
All right, we're no strangers to this speed.
Okay.
Or love.
In the South, most lines were still quite primitive, often using strap rail, namely a metal plate, blah, 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 to make but lousy for speed. So slow speeds were the flavor of the day. 50 to 20 miles an hour was likely tops on these lines. So we were both right.
Okay.
That's why horses are able to catch them in the fucking heist, the Western heists.
Yeah, right?
Somebody not airy roll another d4.
Oh, God, make me get my dice out.
I know, we're just playing a TTRPG. Why would you have your dice ready?
Yeah, right? D4, you said?
Yes.
2.
Caltrop.
2. So you make it another 10 miles, easy peasy.
I'm shifting. And I got my little goggles on because I'm sure it's not enclosed.
No enclosure at all.
Got my driver gloves on. Got a scarf, and you can see it waving behind me. It's got the little side thing.
Aruga.
You guys are weird, and I love you.
156.
Oh, that chewed it a little bit. Sorry, guys. This probably doesn't have a shifter. This is probably too old for that. It's got however hard I press down the pedals, how fast it goes.
Yeah. You've got forward, neutral.
I turn to the girls. I'm like, how are your uteri? Should I slow down?
It's just flopping all over the place. It's fine.
Oh God, not flopping around all over the place.
We're driving through some dunes, so it's almost like you're on a boat where it goes like up and then down and then up
Oh God.
and then down. What do I need to roll to see if I'm throwing up while I'm driving? It's different. When you're driving, you don't get sick. It's not the same thing.
Well, yeah, but if any of the rest of you want to see if you're going to get sick, roll a guts. Yeah, that's what we said last time.
Oh, is it?
A Constitution saving throw.
I wrote a +2 next to guts.
I got a 2 in my vigor.
Why did I write +2 next to guts? What does that mean?
Don't know.
Oh, you have 2 grit, so whatever your guts roll is +2.
Oh, okay. So that's why I didn't write 2 in there. It's just in case I decide. I got it. Okay.
I got 19.
13.
Allie, you're getting a little sick.
Yeah.
Just make sure you're aiming out the back. Otherwise, I might have to get Clem on that.
So, off in the distance.
Is there a worm?
No, not this time. Just because you guys can't see my dice tray, there is a chance that an actual worm will pop up. I'm not worried about it right now. You shouldn't be either.
I am now.
What you do see are some soldiers, army-looking folk off in the distance.
Confederate? Do they look like deserters?
No, these would look like the Nauvoo Legion.
don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Do I roll a knowledge?
Sure, if you want, or I can just tell you. I don't really care.
Tell
3.
us.
Okay, you
Very surface level description.
yeah. You know that they are the army. Well, they look like soldiers that you have heard described as being part of the army of the Republic of Deseret.
Oh, so the technically friendlies.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, we're from Deseret. We work for Deseret. They're from Deseret. Seems like everything should be fine. I'll just keep on driving.
Okay.
I'd give them a berth. I'm not going to drive through them. That seems a bit harsh.
Yeah.
As we drive past, I go, winker, winker.
Aruga!
I just got like that little side horn.
Yeah.
Winker, winker. Like what's on a bike.
Oh, does it have the big loop, or is it just, the
No, it's just the basic one.
bulb and the
Chitty chitty bang bang style. Winker, winker.
Yep. I in my head canon you have the Aruga.
Oh, okay, fine. If you're the marshal.
Okay.
That's where it's at.
Okay. So you see these 9 soldiers kind of off in the distance, and they stop and they look at you and they're kind of like, what's going on? And they're not like charging you, but they're definitely kind of wandering in your meandering in your general direction.
Well, if they're heading our way and they're part of the Deseret army, then I'm going to, obviously that this is an important thing, so I pull up next to them. But I do it in a way.
Bartholomew. Let me test these jets. Hail and well met, gentlemen. As we get
And I'm slowing down,
I
so it's
suppose.
obvious that I'm not trying to run them over or trying to be polite.
So they stop, and they look battle hardened, and there's kind of a mix of people. They're all white, and all men, but their accents when they talk are a little bit of both the North and the South.
Well, Clem doesn't really have a problem with that. What was his ever?
Well, I don't really trust this.
Was there ever changing affectations? Is that what you don't trust?
I mean, is that what you're really gonna do?
No,
It's okay for one person, but a crowd? That's just strange, Bartholomew.
just keep it down. Let's just see what they're about.
They didn't even say hail to my hail and well met. They're posers.
I don't know. Our engine is pretty loud. It's likely they didn't hear you. What was the desert winds?
So,
I doubt they could even understand me anyway.
Now wait.
so one of the better dressed soldiers breaks ranks and guides his kind of buck colored horse up towards your car and is looking it over a little bit. And he kind of squints, and Clem,
I squint back.
Clem, you would recognize the rank as, a brand new baby first lieutenant.
Aw.
Or second lieutenant.
Well, hey there, Butterbar. Can we do anything for you there? My disposition has changed very drastically.
Apparently. He kind of squints down at you and is like,
I picture that Clem's actually standing in the back of the car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am not sitting at this point.
he's like, do you see your? Let me see your papers.
I'm sorry. Wait, we have identification papers, right?
Yeah, didn't we get some?
Pretty sure we did. I show him my identity.
I really want to say, here's your papers and punch him. You guys better smooth this over fast.
What may I ask why you need to see our papers, sir?
You were traveling in the Republic of Deseret, and I do not believe you to be saints.
We are part of a worming ship, sir, trying to get worm oil and tentacles and such. Our ship was attacked by a enemy, I guess, merchant group, and we need to get parts from Santa Frida. So, yeah.
You're from the south, you say?
Well,
Lieutenant, you've no doubt heard of the great Captain Stubbs. We are on a mission to get his ship going,
Yeah.
soldier.
and Faulkner told me very clearly not to dilly-dally or mess around.
Yeah.
He kind of looks you all over, and he looks back, and he motions to a young kid, and he's like, "Private, come over here. You, sir, driver, get out of the car."
It ain't happening, sir. This is not my vehicle. I cannot leave it. I was told very clearly that that is not an okay thing to do in the middle of nowhere.
Well,
I lean over to Bartholomew.
Where are your papers, sir? Where's your authority? Where's your badge? Where's your information? Uniforms do not a soldier make.
Bartholomew, either I'm kicking his face or you're kicking that pedal. We gotta make moves.
Well, it's nice talking to you, sir, and I gun it.
Oh.
okay.
All 20 miles an hour.
Make a driving roll. This one's gonna be hard. This is gonna be an 11 or better.
Ooh.
Ah, 10.
Oh. Shit. So
Is there any way for us to help him?
So you're hauling ass at 20 miles an hour down the road or across the flats.
I was gonna say, is there a road? That's impressive.
I was gonna say, please don't say they just speed walk up to us. That's super embarrassing.
They put on their fanny packs, their sunglasses, and get walking.
You've managed to catch them off guard enough that they aren't entirely sure what to make of you. 2 of the 9 are able to get their Winchesters drawn, and let's see, I'm just looking up the Winchester 73. Okay. And they are going to shoot at the car.
They can try.
Yeah.
Are you still standing, Clem?
No, he probably fell over.
Yeah.
I mean, at the high velocity of 20 miles an hour.
Whiplash.
Yeah.
Okay. 3d8. 3d8. Who has 3d8?
I have 3d8.
I've got like a dozen D8.
I have a lot of d8s. I have in this dice bag, I have 7, but I have another dice bag over here that I don't know how many it's got.
So 12 minus 2 because you're running. You're probably Okay, so they both miss. The one's shooting at you.
Of course you do. And I am a speed demon.
And so now, to make things interesting, we're going to do opposing roles. You're driving against their horse riding.
Okay. Yeah. More D4s up.
Oh, I didn't realize they had horses. I thought they were all on foot. I wouldn't have said punch it if I knew they had the accessibility to easily outpace us. Clem's a little excitable
Apparently.
tonight.
I just didn't want you kicking people in the face. I want you kicking soldiers in the face. I thought if we drove off, they'd be like, ah, fuck it. Okay, so I'm going to use my fanciest dice first to see who gets fired.
Mm-hmm.
7.
See, what's their horse riding? 5? Okay. Okay. So the first one got an 11. The second one, what was your total?
7.
7. So the first one of the 4 is able to catch up to you. And okay, so 2 of the mounted cavalry officers are fast approaching and gaining from behind.
Okay.
Everyone else is like, I don't know what's going on.
I turned to Clem and was like, shoot out the tires.
Our own tires?
It's a figure of speech. Take out the horses.
I whip out my stick of dynamite and lift it over my head and yell at the quickly approaching officers, saying, "You see this? This is my boomstick." This is, I don't know how much a stick of dynamite weighs. So many ounces of TNT. You keep pursuit, we'll blow all of us to kingdom come. And I look back and wink at everybody else.
I yell. I don't turn back. I just yell as loud as I can. He's crazy. He's gonna do it. He has nothing left to lose.
Yeah, if I don't have friends, then I have nothing to lose.
28. Yeah, okay. And called shot. No, he misses. So one of the 2 cavalry officers grabs his Colt Army and shoots it, trying to get the dynamite out of your hand. And it goes zipping by your ear, just missing you.
Bartholomew, I don't think they bought it.
I told, take out the horses. Just take out the horses. They can't get us if they don't have horses. It's a large mass.
Frank? Ideas?
You guys seem to be doing.
Just take out the horses.
Why? I don't kill random horses.
These aren't random horses. These are horses underneath men who want to kill us.
Well, why don't I kill the men?
Because
do
whatever you feel best. I just feel like horses are a larger mass to try to hit.
Okay, IRL, I'm itching to use this stick of dynamite. Like, I'm like wondering if this is the right time.
If you're itching, it must be.
Yeah, if it's your character, do it.
If Josh is doing it, don't do it.
Yeah, okay. So Clem's choice would be to put that back. He was just trying to
Yeah.
bluff it. But...
Well, but is he holding on to the dynamite for sentimental reasons?
For those
It's sort
kind
of like
of
when
reasons,
you play an
but...
RPG game and you have you're like, I can't use this cure potion right now. I need it for a boss. And then you beat the game with 99 potions.
Yep.
99
Right, yeah.
potions on the wall. 99 potions on the wall. Wait, no.
This is my back against the wall kind of, the ace up my sleeve.
I would try to shoot one of the men.
Yeah, do we need to roll quickness, or can we try to shoot them?
So I was going to say, Clem, if you want to, try and, take both of them out or cause a distraction by lighting the TNT and, throwing it off the back or something like that, we could work through that without drawing cards, but if you're going to straight up start a card chase shootout, yeah, we should probably draw cards.
This town we're going to, they have ship parts. One might say they would have blasting parts also?
Yes.
I would say, this is like a mining area, isn't it?
Yeah.
This would be
hell yeah, I'm going to throw that
you
stick
could
of TNT
totally
probably
on
have
the back.
nitro.
Yeah. You could restock your dynamite pretty easily.
Do it. Do it, Clem.
That's it in character.
Do it, Clem.
I'm back. Sorry, I dropped out for a split second there. Yeah. I'm gonna light this puppy and just toss it out the back towards them.
All right.
I turn to the group and go, desperate times and whatnot, and
I
throw
yell,
it at these guys.
everyone duck! We're driving across the flat, so I just put my head down too. It doesn't really matter.
Okay. So, throwing things. Your throwing skill works just like shooting for most weapons. The range increment for all thrown weapons is 1 per 5. So, +1 for every 5 yards of distance. A target at 10 yards is 7. So, roll a throwing for me.
Okay, throwing. So I have nothing in that space. My deafness is 4d12. So do I?
So you
Isn't there,
roll a 1d12 minus 4.
Okay. Oh, this is for all the beans.
The beans.
He gets a 1, it drops into the carriage.
Oh no, a 6.
Oh dear.
Minus 4. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Dan, or excuse me, Bartholomew,
Yes.
Uh-oh.
do another driving check.
That's very clearly a 3 because that was on both dice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, oh. The good news is you guys get away.
Oh, good.
Clem lights the dynamite and throws it like a girl.
Like,
That's actually a lie. There are professional women's softball players who can.
He throws it like Josh.
Maybe you fumble it when you light it and it's suddenly starting to fizz. I don't know.
pop, pop, fizz, fizz, or whatever leaf it is.
But it drops, and the wagon isn't going quite fast enough, and it goes kablooey and kicks up a whole bunch of dust and rocks, and the scares off most of the legionnaires, and the two that were on hot pursuit it causes their horses to trip up and they get thrown. But unfortunately, it blows the back end of the wagon up and smacks it down really hard on the bottom. And now you are in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
With 2 flat tires.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
By your estimate, you're still probably 20 miles outside of town.
Yikes.
Are there any spare tires?
Can I do a tinkering?
Sure.
I'm not good at tinkering.
Oh, do I have any tinkering? What do I got? Probably nothing useful. No tinkering. No scrounging.
Okay.
No horse riding. That doesn't help.
Oh, I do have some scrounging.
So, wait. 8?
Yeah, I guess I'll try to scrounge up
10.
some resources for us.
Yeah, 10.
Yep.
On your tinker.
Yep.
You are, this is old-timey things. There's not like shocks or struts or anything you have to worry about. So you're able to, from the remains of the 2 tires, you're able to fashion together one workable tire and one square.
Oh, shit.
Good dunk, good dunk, good dunk, good dunk.
It's still better than having to walk the 20 miles.
Yes.
That's fair.
Do we have to
Get
roll to
sick
see if we
again?
get sick again? 'Cause this is way bumpier ride.
Your max speed is now halved.
Mm.
You
Or,
can now
we're
go-
going to be riding for another about 2 hours, guys.
Yep.
Well, I warned them. I told them I would do
I did
it.
tell them that you would do it as well.
In all fairness, we did hit a bump. I slipped. I do apologize to y'all.
I bet we're not
Okay.
stealthy.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right.
Do we need to roll some more dice to see how our trip is going?
Yep.
Who
Yeah.
wants to roll it now?
Josh's turn.
That worked out so well last time.
Okay.
Keep going,
Well-
Josh.
Yeah. I'm doing so well this time around. Was it 1d4?
Roll a d20.
Oh shit. Big guns coming out now. And 8.
And 8. So as you're driving across the flats, the car rolls to a stop for no apparent reason. The engine just
There's
dies.
plenty of reason.
Yeah.
But
Mad.
But
Don't call me
as you let me get to it here.
This definitely wasn't because of a
No.
TNT blast. I would like to put that out there.
that. Sure.
All right. Off in the distance, you can see a smashed galleon.
Ooh.
The craft simply loses power and rolls to a stop about 100 feet short of the galleon.
Well, I bet we can find some parts in there, guys.
What time of day is it?
It's late afternoon, so you still have light.
I suppose we should go and see if maybe there's a spare
Tire?
tire or vehicle or ship parts or what have you on there. And then maybe we'll be able to get back to where we came from. Having had their car break down in the middle of the salt flats, our posse has lucked upon an abandoned galleon. Will they get the parts they need, or will they die of exposure? Find out next time on ODND Presents A Fistful of Dice, a Deadlands adventure.